This story is about ownership. Specifically, it's about a young woman that's working with me. She is wanting to take her passions to the next level. Working with a small company, she now wants to work with a much larger company and become a much bigger leader. And along the way, she's recognizing that actually it's her empowerment that needs to grow and wants to grow so she can occupy more space. And this topic is very dear to my heart because along the way, for everyone to be great and to be activated, we have to feel empowered that we have permission to take up that space that we're meant to take up. Perhaps you've experienced in your life a time when you've been ready for more, when you've said, yes, I'm ready for the next challenge. And right just when you said, I'm ready for the next challenge, the next test comes along, and that point of frustration where you get down on yourself, you don't feel successful. It's not unusual to doubt ourselves that can we even do this big thing we want? So this woman is really ready to grow. She is excited about the next step to take her passion, to work with a larger company, to create programs that will reach more people. And she is excited to grow. But there's something else going on in her life that her relationship is not, it's challenging for her right now. She's having a little challenging time communicating with her boyfriend, and she's almost feeling like he's against what she wants. And that's not unusual. It happens in our life. And I asked her, would it be okay for you to, on the way to you having the life you want, even own your boyfriend's experience of what it's like to be with you? She really thought that it was going to ask her to be nice to him. She even said, does that mean I have to be nice to him? I'm like, well, we'll get there. But right now, let's just, throw around the idea of what it would be like to own more, even own your boyfriend's experience of your relationship so that you can have everything you want along the way to having the life you want. And she was still not 100% trusting, but she said, okay, what do I have to do? And we kind of tossed around what that would look like at different parts of her life if she would own every square inch of her life, even the places that she doesn't like. What would that be like for her? And she was still a little distrusting, but she said, okay, I'll try it. She said, I noticed it feels a little funny inside me that I feel like more is being asked of me. And I said, well, what's your current definition of ownership? And she said, well, right now I own my car, but that's like heavy responsibility. That's what most people think ownership is responsibility. I said, well, how about we start with creating a new definition for you of ownership that would work for your life. Ownership is our power to leverage all our resources and embrace even more the people closest to us so we can influence change and impact the world. I invited her to take a week and try out this new definition of ownership, kind of kick the tires, see how it goes, put it into different places in her life, specifically bring it into her relationship. In a follow-up, I asked her, how did it go using this new definition of ownership in your relationship? And she got this big smile on her face and she said, really fun. I invited my boyfriend into empowerment. I asked him, would he help me? Would he join me in this empowerment? Would he help me there? And I told him how important it is that I feel that I create this empowerment so I can do what I love. And he was so excited to be part of it. And that very next moment, it felt like he was opening up, metaphorically, he was opening up every single door for me. I just felt ease and flow in our relationship, and I was having fun, and I really actually did want to start being nice to him again. And that's the ownership that we're working with at Living in Passion. She's now embracing more in her life. The ownership that invites people to invite other people, and as a result, they become owners in their life as well. And it's almost like a trickle-down ownership process. Everyone becomes bigger as a result. I'd really like to hear from you. What are some areas in your life that you can embrace and bring closer to you so that you have more access to those resources and those people become owners as well? I'd also like to invite you to check out my other video on prosperity, because prosperity and ownership are like it's like the perfect sandwich. They just fit perfectly together because they give us the permission to say yes to our lives. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to hearing from you and how this new definition of ownership can play in your life.